feels really nice when you grip the rails. You can see they're quite thin. I reckon this would be amazing in a longer version, like a 7.8 or a 7.10 would be absolutely insane. I've had a chance to ride the SJS custom twin pin, so let's talk about that. This is an SJS custom twin pin. It's a hand-shaped board on the Gold Coast in Australia by Scotty James, and it's 6'8", 20.5, 2 5/8. Now, according to the website, a 6'8", 2 3/4 is somewhere around 43.5 litres. That makes sense. This board at 20.5 and 2 5/8, I believe, is less volume than that, and it certainly feels like it. When I sat on this board in my surf today, I was sitting down to my chest level and the water was above my elbows. Okay, so I know this board is probably lucky to be 40 litres, and at 6'8", it would generally be in the semi step up or step up range for me, but this does not have step up volume for me, considering a lot of my short boards are 44, 45, and I'm 91 kilograms and 6'2", and I'm not a great surfer. I'm just an intermediate. I've not yet even been surfing for 10 years. So I'll tell you what I noticed. It was lumpy, rough beach conditions. It was about 3 to 4 feet, and it was actually hard to paddle out today. This has not got a lot of volume, so I could definitely feel I have to work my arms a bit. But also I think it was more to do with where I was on the beach. I needed to find that rip. So this is not a cruisy, comfortable board. You're going to work a little harder on this board if you get it in a smaller size like I did. So this is more of an everyday size for me. What I did notice when I got out there and I'm paddling for the waves, it was actually pretty easy to paddle around once I'm moving because of that 6'8" waterline. It feels really nice when you grip the rails. You can see they're quite thin. They come down from a thick middle down to a thinner rail. So we'll get right up there, you can have a look. So it feels quite thin, because it is thin. Normally wouldn't go under 2 7/8. 2 7/8 or 3 inches is about my thickness these days for the boards that I order. The least I would order is 2 3/4. So at 2 5/8, it is actually thin, but it is thick in the middle, and I think that saves it. What I noticed when I got on the wave, which I could easily catch the waves, which is great, it accelerates and it's smooth and it feels fantastic. And I'm running it with these NVS ONO keels. These are G10 fiberglass. They are super refined. They're my favorite fin at the moment on my twins, for most of them. And you can see the tail, it's got some channels. It's a 4-channel, and the 2 channels in the middle go a little further than past the keel. Again, it comes down at the rail, so it's got quite a nice little bitey rail. This board turns well, it glides well, it's very responsive. It felt super secure under my feet, and it didn't feel stiff or wooden like some of the other twins that have a more pulled in tail. So what I'm looking for with this board is I'm going to be riding it in really good waves, and probably around the 2 to 4 foot wave region to start with. If I can get good waves at 4 or 5 feet, then I'll give it a go, as long as it's not rough and lumpy and bumpy. If it is, then I'll take a slightly shorter, thicker board that can handle the rough stuff a little more. This board really comes alive in good waves. It says on the website that this can handle just about anything you can throw at it, but I think that depends on the size. If I was going to order a custom version of this board now based on having surfed it, I would make it thicker for me. Because the rails come down on the edge, I don't think it matters if you go a bit thicker in the middle. So I'd get more float in it. I reckon this would be amazing in a longer version, like a 7.8 or a 7.10 version of this board would be absolutely insane. I like the bottom contour, I like the rail feel, I like the quality of it. It's a great board. So I have to surf it more and come back to you on this one.